Alrighty, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to Raft. As always, I am Dor, and today we are finally at Balboa. So, I believe this is it. According to our little radar thingy, this should be it. This is a different one than what was there last episode. I went forward because I couldn't go any other way with the raft, and then it respawned, but it didn't spawn it ahead of me. It spawned it right behind me again, so I think it's kind of intended for you to use the engine, maybe? Um, but I didn't use the engine. I used like 6 or 7 paddles to get here. So I mean, it worked because we got here. I didn't put the engines down yet. I do have the engines made. I don't know where to put them down at, to be honest. And we also don't have a way of making the fuel, so I didn't feel the need to put them down because we only had that one can of it. But anyways, before we get going here into the island to start exploring, I'm going to go ahead and craft up the armor because the little rats on the raft were doing a ton of damage. I don't know what's on this island, and I don't want to have to keep coming back to the raft here to regen health. So we should be good here. I might make another set of this really quick just so we have them because those might break because we have to swim up this canal the way we came to this island. I can't go any further that way, and I can't go across the other side of the island, so this is like the only way I can get in. So yeah, let me get another pair of these flippers going. All right, so the shark didn't mess with us on the way over here, so that's good news because we don't have to worry about him when we're going back to the raft eventually. But let's go ahead and put on our armor. Oops, you can't shift click it. I brought our headlamp just in case there's a cave or something we need to go into. Let's see. The sign says, watch out for bears. So I imagine it's a good idea we made this armor because the bear's probably going to be really, really hard to kill. You know what I'm thinking I should have brought now is the net catcher for the insects because that's probably what's on this island as well. Do I double back just so I can have it? Nah. We'll come back up here if we need to. All right, so I found a little sign station thing. So we have relay stations and a ranger station. So if we go this way, we have 2 of them. Apparently back that way somewhere is another 2 of them. Let's go this way for a second and see if we can find the ranger station, I guess. I don't know what you get from this island. The extent of my knowledge for this game ended at the bear, ended at the yacht last episode. I don't know anything else after this game, after that. So if we get something cool, that'd be great, but I don't know exactly. I should have maybe made another bow. There's a goat, I think. I should have probably made another bow. I don't know how much. Oh, I didn't even see it come up here. Thought it was down here. That scared me. It didn't do a whole lot of damage though, so that's good. It's also ignoring the arrows and it's just still charging. So that's 4 arrows. I don't know if there's a difference between fully charged shots or not. Okay, so 22 in our inventory. So 1, 2. I know I hit him with more than that. 3, 4. 4 arrows? That was not 4 arrows, was it? We get any back from this? 3 more, so 7? 7 shots to kill it. And we got the same stuff we basically get from the boars. So it would make sense that these things aren't, or the bear isn't as hard to kill, I guess, as the boars, because you get the same stuff. So that's cool. I don't know how many of those are going to be on this island, but the armor helped out a ton, and it barely took any damage, so that's cool. Let's keep going here and see if we can find the ranger station again. I don't think I'm going to worry about the animals on the island here, like the ram and stuff, unless there's something else that I haven't had on my yacht. I haven't had on my raft yet. Then we'll grab it, but I don't know if there is anything else. I think there's just 3 types of animals right now. Some poisonous stuff here. There's a radio tower over there. What else we got? Let me wander around and see if I find the other stuff. So I am actually super lost right now. I don't know where I'm going. There is another bear on the island. Something I noticed, we're not getting the heads for these things, so I guess bear heads aren't an object in the game. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going. There's like swarms of flies or something. I guess bees, maybe butterflies. There's another bear right there. It looks like we can harvest some of these birch trees, but not all of them. It's only like the little like thin ones that we can actually harvest. Yeah, most of these we can't. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take out this other bear. That'll be the third one, I believe. And then... yeah, these are bees. Okay. I don't know how many more of these are going to be on the island. I need to find my way back to the raft real quick because I do need another bow. Since the bows are doing way more damage than the spear is, at least. And these guys aren't flying around, so we're actually getting all of our arrows back, so we're not losing any. I thought he just died, so I stopped, which is nice. So yeah, let me find my way back to the raft now because I need the scoop thing for the bees. I don't think I'll find this place again for another 20 minutes. I just been wandering around. I think that's where the poison thing is, on that side of the rock. So we're on the other side of the island, pretty much. Did I get all my arrows? I did. Cool. Yeah, let me go make another arrow or another bow, and then grab my my scoop. Unless I can interact with this, I can. Okay. What happens if I don't want to risk it? Let me just go grab my scoop. All right. So right next to the raft where we came up at, there was another bear here, and this one finally gave us a head. Over by the last bear we killed, there's a giant, like, gray bear just sleeping next to a thing that tells me I can interact with it and put berries in it. So I don't know what that's about, but we'll see that in a second. If I can I do this? Hey, oh, that's how we get the bees in the jar. Okay, sweet. We need that for research, so I should be able to just interact with this then, right? I didn't want to do that just in case this little swarm of bees like came after me. Okay, that's how we get honeycomb. Let's try and grab this little swarm as well. There is at least another grouping of these things, at least, in the other area. What do we just get? Another 4, so it looks like we get 4 cans of bees or jars of bees per scoop. Another 3 of those. That's cool. Okay, let me scoop up the honeycombs in this area, and let me see if I can find my way back to the other area that had the more bees, and then it had the big gray bear sleeping next to it. Okay, so this is a different area. It's not the same one I was looking for, but it seems like the bears respawn, so it's not that big of an issue like the little rats were, because I think the armor's making like a huge difference in how much damage they can do, or maybe they just don't do a whole lot of damage. I'm not sure. But we haven't really had that much of an issue. The bow pretty much just tears right through them, so we're not running into too many issues. But I think this is right near the big gray bear as well. If this is the same area. If it's not, then I have to keep looking here. But I think this is the same place. I think I retraced my steps because I remember seeing that thing. So I think we're close by to it. Well, this might even be it, to be honest. But yeah, let me grab the rest of these honeycombs. I think there was like 1 or 2 over here. Okay, so this is the guy. The barrel thing is on the other side of it. I don't know if it's going to wake up while I'm walking, or if I need to put the berries in the cup thing. It seems to just be chilling out. Doesn't seem to be waking up. Okay. So is this something I can kill, or is it something I have to bait away from the area? Use these. Okay, that did not work out the way I thought it was. He does the damage. Okay, he does the damage. He does the damage. I'm gonna die. All right, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit. Can we go by him, or is it just going to be aggro as soon as we get near him? Let's just not fight him. Let's get past him. Let me throw my headlamp on. I gotta be honest, I don't really care for the dirt. I'm just gonna ignore the dirt. We got a machete blueprint. I really hope he sits there and eats for like 10 minutes. What can we get rid of? What can we get rid of? I don't really know what to get rid of. Bolts and scrap. You know what? We're fine with leaving that. The rest of this is all dirt. I'm going to leave the headlamp off for a second just in case this thing is back. I want to have as much armor on us as possible. Okay. So I don't think we have to kill that thing. It almost three-shot us. If it didn't turn around and run back for the berries there, it would have died. So let me go back to the raft really quick. I don't think we're done exploring this island by any means. I don't think this whole island, this massive thing, is just for a machete blueprint. That would be weird. But let me try and find my way back to the raft now, especially now it's turning nighttime, which is not going to be great. Okay, so on the way to relay station 4 or 5, I'm just following the signs now because I don't know where anything is on this island. There's this thing, so we can use this. Pick up a saw. I think this stuff is also going into this inventory. Yeah, so that's where the berries are. I was wondering why I'd had no berries in my inventory when I went back to the raft, but we should be good. Okay, it's just one of the normal ones. I thought it was the big guy. You know what? I'm curious. How much damage does this thing do? 6 hits with the machete? I think I shot it once with the bow. So it might. The machete... Oh, it did a lot of damage to the machete too. Kinda. So maybe the machete is the equivalent to the bow and arrow right now. Because the spear definitely is not. But yeah, let me find this thing. So... 4 is to the right and 6 is to the left, not 5. My bad. I thought it was 4 and 5. I guess it's 4 and 6. That was my bad in reading. Let me see if I can find 4 at least. So it looks like it's on the other side of this little drawbridge thingy. I don't know how I get that to come down. Can I shoot it with the arrow? Oh yeah, look at that. I'm glad I wasn't more to the left because I probably would have just instant died there. Okay. So good thing we had our bow with us. Did it eat the arrow? Maybe it did. I don't see it anywhere. Okay, whatever. That's fine. So that's the relay station. Is there any bears around? Don't want to have a bear run up on me. But yeah, I think I said we were able to make one of these things. This requires honey, the tier 2 healing salve. So now we have that. I only made one because I didn't want to burn all the honey because I don't know what else it goes to. So I just kind of didn't want to do that. It takes 6 honeycomb for one of these, so hopefully it does a decent amount of healing. The tier 1 one, the little white ones there, they don't do a ton of healing, but they're not terrible. Just to get some health back really quickly. Anything on the outside here that we can loot? Got some generators. Be cool if we can take those with us. Nothing on the outside. Would it be worth putting that on? Probably not. Don't really seem that much difference. Anything in here? Nope. We got a TV with a microphone. Another blueprint. Cool. Fluid pipe or fuel pipe. Turn that on. Did that turn on now? It did. Let me get rid of this. 1 of 3 relay stations active. Okay, so we have to get to the other 2. Anything else cool in here? We got some mattresses. Can we take those? No. And I think that's it for this room. Oh, you know what? We got one of those little kitties. Let me get one of this. Can I take it with me? I can't take it with me. We have some of those on our raft. So yeah, let me go to 6 now because 6 was across the bridge down the way there, it looked like. All right, so we actually reached a point where we actually need the machete for clearing vines out of the way, which is kind of cool. So if we would have came this way to begin with, we would have gotten stuck and had it turn back. Did I bring my shovel? I put my shovel away. Okay. I really hope there's not a big bear in here because there was a bunch of berry bushes outside of this cave. So I'm hoping there's not a big bear out here. No. Okay. Cool. We're right next to the relay station. That's what they're called. I was gonna say recon station, but that's not it either. So we had a couple of bears on the way here. Not too bad. Got a whole bunch of bees and honeycomb right now. Had I think like 2 or 3 little areas we hit on the way here that had some. So we're doing pretty decent on that stuff. We might be able to make a whole lot of the healing salves. I think we have a stack of 20 right now. Yeah, so we have like 40 something right now if we count the stuff that's on our raft. Quite a bit of honeycomb. All right, really quickly, let's just run around the building, see if there's anything out here we can interact with. It looks like there might be able to go up here. Ooh, there's a case. We interact with that thing any? Doesn't look like it. I wonder if I could have climbed the other one. I didn't even look. I don't think we could have. Not enough room for everything. Is that a new one? That's the fuel pipe thing. Drumstick with jam is a thing we have already. I'm not too worried about picking that up. Where's the door at? Actually, real quick, 1 second. Radioactive barrels. That's probably not a good sign. All right, let's hop in here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that would make sense because the area over there had those big wooden spikes, and it had like toxic ooze all around it. Let's see. So we have 3 more beds. We have another blueprint up on the wall right there. I'm gonna grab. I just want to double check. Okay, so what can we get rid of? The blueprints really, we don't need to keep them. Once we pick them up, we don't need to keep them. But for right now, let's just go ahead and get rid of the scrap. Pick that up. We got another note. Okay, so we have 1 more station, and I think that's way back over by the boat. What was this one anyways? Fuel tank. Okay, cool. So I actually need to work my way back down there, because I don't know... is that the one we just went to? I think. I need to find my way back to the raft, because this is the last bit of water we have. And I don't know how bad it's going to be, because once you cross that little line down there on the meter, you start just walking slower. I don't know how much damage you take. It's been a while since I've been doing that. But I need to find my way back to the raft. All right, so I've been walking back to the raft here. I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and swing by this last station on the way in. But I swear I've heard this freaking thing the entire time I've been on the island. And I didn't know if it was in the game or if it was someone outside my house ringing a bell. So I was ignoring it. But it's a thing. There's a little thing just ringing away for some reason. All right, so unless I'm mistaken, the way to get to the other 2 tower things, or the ranger station and the last tower we need to do this jumping puzzle, because it goes around and it swoops back around and it goes that way. I'm not the greatest at jumping in this game, so I have a strong feeling we're going to die. We're going to lose a lot of good stuff here. Let me just do this so we at least get the most out of it, I guess. Is this an instant death? I hope it's not an instant death. Just do a bunch of damage, please. Okay, it just does a bunch of damage. I am 100% okay with that. Okay. That is way better than just instant dying. Okay, so let's give this a whirl. Let's put that on. Gonna be full health here. Hooah. Did we miss that? We missed the first jump. Great. This is gonna be well. We missed the second one. I think we just don't stop moving because everything looks like it's sinking. Maybe. Okay, we didn't take a ton of damage. I thought that was gonna be the end of us there. Oh, I'm glad it wasn't. Okay, cool. So this is the last radar tower station. I don't remember the name of it. I really don't. My brain is crap. Okay, so let's run up there real quick. All right, cool. Looks like we can get to the roof again. We got more radioactive material. Let's see what else we got. We got a little gazebo type thing over here. We got a crock pot we can't take. Let's check the roof. There might be another box. We have a empty inventory, so we should be able to pick up everything. Ooh, there we go. So yeah, I think the first one we went to definitely probably had something on the roof. If these other 2 had things on the roof, there's a good chance the first one had stuff on its roof, and we just didn't climb up there to see it. Another note. Where's the power switch at? Power switch. We walked right past it. 3914. That's a new location. Is that going to be in our book? It is. 3914 Caravan Town. Okay. Balboa Island. Here we go. There was a map this entire time. I didn't realize that. This is probably the brown, or not the brown, the gray wolf thing that is not very friendly. 2, 4, and 6 are the towers we went to. And we have some tools left over. We have 9 more berries, and we have a recorder still. I still don't know what that goes to. But yeah, okay. So let me head back down to the raft. I think we have to do that jumping puzzle again, which isn't going to be too terrible because, it, like I said, it didn't do that much damage. But I still kind of don't want to have to go through it again. Let me just double check up here real quick and just see if there's... Oh, there's the ranger station. I forgot all about that. So let's go check in here. I was going to see if there's any more beehives and stuff we can loot. We got a dummy. Requires a light bulb. We don't have a light bulb. Is there a light bulb in here? We can return the tools to the thing. Pick up another note. It looks like there's a case up there. Biofuel refiner, that's going to come in handy. We can start making fuel for our engines. I don't have my lantern thing anymore. It broke, so I can't put that on. Can I take the light bulb out of that? I can't. Jump up here real quick and grab that. Cool. Do we have a light bulb? We don't have a light bulb. So where would we get a light bulb from is the question. Do we have to come back to this island and put it in, or? I don't know. Let me see really quickly. Let me go through the notes really quick. Maybe it's on one of these things that tells me where. All right, so as we wrap up here today, we're going to go ahead and put down the engines. We're going to put down the new stuff we just got today as well. If I'm understanding the wiki correctly, we can only push 100 raft pieces with one engine. So every engine is 100 pieces. I don't know if it is 100 that's in the water only, or if it's 100, if it's everything. So like the 2 floors that we have extra. Just the bottom floor alone, it's 360 something pieces. So we're gonna put down 4 engines and see if we can move at a decent pace. We might need more engines. This might be an overkill. I don't know, to be honest, but we'll see. So those are the 4 engines. We have one of these. This is the biofuel refiner. We'll put that... I really don't know where to put anything. I kind of feel like we need to like make our raft 10 times bigger because I feel like everything's just getting crammed in together. We'll put it here because eventually we'll be making potatoes, and I believe we can use the potatoes for this. Requires honey. Requires raw food. Never mind. Okay, so we need honey for that. That is easy enough to make, I think. Glass and the honeycombs, okay. Not the end of the world. And then we can go ahead... Ooh, I need to put that in my hotbar. We need to go ahead and take that. We can't pipe it out of this thing, it doesn't look like. It looks like it's a manual thing we need to be doing ourselves. But then we can go ahead and put the fuel tank somewhere. There's really no good spot, huh? Because then if I put it here, I block the ladder, and if I put it there, I block the nets. So we'll end up probably putting it somewhere over here, I guess, close by to this thing, so we can kind of just dump it in there. And then we'll just pipe it over to the engines. So if we take our one thing of biofuel that we have, we should be able to do that. And that filled it up a little bit. How much is it to make the fuel lines? Where are they at? There we go. It's just scrap. Well, we can do that right now. I thought it was more expensive than that. Let's do that. That's going to give us a bunch. Let's do 16. Might be overkill, but that should be fine. And then we can do it like this. We can't drag it across the thing like that. Okay, cool. I was kind of debating whether or not it would let me put it right there because of the anchor, but it did. So that's great. Okay, and then that's going to feed into all 4 engines. It's probably not going to feed into them evenly. It's probably going to pick one over the others, but that's fine. We have extra fuel pipes now, and then we have our beehive. Let's go ahead and put that here. Does it have a front end? It doesn't look like it has a front end. Okay. And it has no interaction to it, so I don't know if we need to put this on grass. or not, but I guess we'll see. I don't know what that's going to do. But currently we have 38 pieces of honey. So yeah, I don't see us having a huge production line of fuel anytime soon. That's gonna take a minute. Where did the honey go? It's right here in that thing. So yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. But anyways, I think for right now, that's gonna go ahead and be it for today's episode. We are done with the research table. There's nothing else in there for us to research, so it's all just blueprints now. Finding blueprints out in the wild and researching them. Oh, we also have the wheel. I totally forgot about the wheel. We'll put this... I really don't know where to put this. We'll put it here just for the sake of having it in the front of our raft, but there's really no point. We can steer our raft now. But again, I need to whip together some biofuel before we get going here, because that's not going to be enough to do anything. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that next episode. We'll head on over to the cave island thingy. What was it called? Caravan Island? Caravan Town? But yeah, we'll head on over there next episode and see what that's about. But I think this might be the last place currently in the game. I think, maybe. I'm not too sure. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.